Hello everyone, UK Bus Time Lapses here, and this is my second episode of the Custom Bus Route series, and today I'll be doing what I number the 30, which will run from Walsall to Pendeford via Allenwell, Darlaston, Portobello, Eastfield, Low Hill, Bushbury, Ford Houses and Industrial 54. Now, I can't really think of anything else to say, so without further ado, let's jump into the video. So, here we are at Walsall bus station now, and now we're gonna go up St. Paul Street, and since I'm on Google Maps Street View, St. Paul Street is obviously going to look the same as it did when I did the 60, which was about a week ago, and I'm pretty sure I've scheduled my custom bus route series, so I'm pretty sure I'll be doing custom routes every Friday now. Depends on what my brain says, because it's quite a changer if you ask me, but yeah. We're now on Townend Street, near the Crown Wharf. There's the Crown Wharf right there. And there's Premier Inn and Brewers Fair, which I believe is still being refurbished, or maybe it's finished its refurbishment, but I'm not sure. But, yeah. Now on Wolverhampton Street, which we've been on for quite a while, and oh, there's a really old 529 there. I really miss when Tridents ran the 529. Everything's just been really boring since it was upgraded to Platinum. But yeah, still on Wolverhampton Street. There's the Crown Wharf Retail Park right there. And nearing the end of Wolverhampton Street. And we're gonna join the long Plec Road soon. So currently on the A4148, which is the Walsall Town Ring Road. Now on Plec Road. And I think the YouTube subtitles is gonna think I'm saying Play Road, because, well, I just don't know. Sometimes it's completely inaccurate, and it used to absolutely frustrate me. I mean, it still frustrates me a tiny bit, but I'm not really bothered by it now. But yeah, still on Plec Road, and we're gonna enter the Manor Hospital in a bit. Hold on, did I miss it? No, I didn't. I don't think. Nope. There's the entrance road right there, main entrance, and we're gonna turn onto it. So here we go onto the Manor Hospital Road. And there's the main building. And I believe that's the 637 route. No. I mean, I don't know why, but even though the 637 is run by Diamond, I feel like it's run by Walsall Community Transport instead. But that's probably because Diamond doesn't typically run routes around Walsall. But yeah, now on Moat Road. And we're going to turn onto this road, which is Forrester Street. And I don't know whether the bus will struggle on this road, but it probably shouldn't. But now we're turning onto Drayton Street. Yep, that's Drayton Street right there. I might keep saying, you probably heard me say Drayton Street actually, but that's because, like, once a year at least, I get into this PS2 game called Road Galaxy, and the whole galaxy itself is called Daytron. But yeah, still on Drayton Street. And there's Bassett Street. Still on Drayton Street. But nearing the end, and now on Allenwell Road, which soon at the next intersection we're gonna turn right onto Blay Avenue, which we're doing right now. Now on Blay Avenue, there's Southbourne Avenue. There's an old bus stop which isn't used anymore, and I kind of wonder what routes used to use it. Let me look at some old dates and let me zoom in there. So 331 and 335 used to serve it. Not sure which destinations they were, but let's go back to latest date and exit this page, and let's continue. There's Madison Avenue, I believe, and nearing the end of Blay Avenue, and we're now on Primley Avenue, which we're going to continue down the rest of. There's Allenwell Junior School. And because of my route that I'm doing right now, this Primley Avenue is probably going to return to bus routes going in both directions on this road. But yeah, continuing down Primley Avenue, and there's West Walsall EACT Academy. Still on Primley Avenue. And there's the tiny Primley Park. Trust me, if you don't know the size of that park, it's very, very, very small. Like, if you ask me, it should only take 5 minutes to walk around the entire main path, which is basically a shortcut from Primley Avenue to Woodwards Road, I believe. It's either Road or Avenue, but I don't really know. But yeah, nearing the end of Primley Avenue, and there's Durham Road. Still on Primley Avenue. Yeah, now on Reservoir Street, and now on Woodwards Road. And I was right, it was Woodwards Road, not Avenue, but we're going to be on Woodwards Road for a very short time, which we're no longer on it now, and we're going to turn onto Reservoir Place. There's some quick restaurant there, and there's an Islam place. I'm not sure what the place of worship is for Islam, but continuing down Reservoir Place, there's the Spark Project, I guess. And we're now going to join the turn right on the main road, which is Darlaston Road, part of the A4038. And there's Tix, and we'll be continuing down this road for quite some time, and there's Hoff Road. It's really difficult to pronounce, just like the town of Lee in Greater Manchester. I originally thought it was pronounced Leth, but no, it isn't. But yeah, still on the A4038. And there's an old bus, which company is it? It's probably Fandy, but I really miss Fandy buses when they made urban bus routes, but I guess the fleet is completely gone now, cause they only really operated 2 routes, the 334, which ran from Walsall to there's Darlaston Builders Merchants, but back to the Fandy buses talk. The fleet is pretty much gone now because the only 2 routes it operated are gone from Fandy coaches. It operated the 334, which was withdrawn due to heavy overlap with the 34 and it being a pointless service. And it used to operate the 37 from Walsall to Willenhall, but that route was then given to the boring National Express West Midlands. But we'll be leaving the A4038 now. Now on Heath Road. We nearly missed that road, but there's the petrol station, which is currently branded Valero, and it used to be Texaco, but still on Heath Road, but not for long. We're now going to turn glitch. That's the first time the glitch has happened in this route. But we're now on Station Street. And I know that this glitch doesn't affect the video, so we're good. It's all good. There's Simmons Place. Still on Station Street. There's Salisbury Primary School, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's called that, and the rest of Station Street is going to be all industrial. So, continuing down Station Street to the end, there's Bill Street. And there's Gladstone Street. And there's Tilly Street. But we're still on Station Street. And nearing the end of Station Street, I guess. Yep, we're at the end now. And we're now on Bull Street, which we're nearing the end of too. And we're now on Victoria Road. And we're soon going to leave that and change to Crescent Road. So, we're nearly approaching Darlaston Town Centre now. This road has much more trees than I thought, but still on the short Crescent Road, which we're nearing the end of now. And we're back on the A4038. There's the Veg Express Superstore. I was actually scared of this place because of the big brown wooden door. But that's because, and I remember it made me scared of the Darlaston Asda because when I was going to my great grandma's, which has passed away now, trying to get my words right. Yeah, when we went past this place, my grandma said that we were close to the Darlaston Asda, and it kind of sat in my subconscious that I literally thought that building was the Darlaston Asda. Because I didn't really know what area the Darlaston Asda really was in back then. But still on the A4038, but we're going to change over to St Lawrence Way. Well, there's an old bus. And there's the Asda over there. And this building's like really nostalgic because I remember when I used to like just shop there. I used to like to press like the old yellow button that like made chicken sounds, and I remember when I was like sat in my pushchair with my talking toy parrot near the cafe, and I was like often repeating like Baby Big Mouth with it because I used to watch that channel as a little kid. It's just so nostalgic if you ask me, but exiting the Darlaston Asda now on New Street, and there's Cramp Hill. If you ask me, I think Cramp Hill kind of gives me the creeps a little bit, but yeah, exiting New Street, and we are now on Church Street. And again, I have some like certain construction plans with this route, and I'm gonna mention the timetable for the route now. So after we change to this road, which is Bell Street, now I'm gonna explain the timetable. So, and Fleet. So this route will usually run on Enviro 200s, and during peak hours it will use double-decker Tridents or other double-deckers from Walsall. And for the timetable, on Mondays to Fridays, it will run for 24 hours. It will run every 5 minutes, and the full route to Pendeford will be served on every trip. On Saturdays, the timetable will be pretty much the same, 24 hours. There's full route served on every trip, but it will be every 10 minutes instead. And on Sundays, the route will run every 15 minutes. It will only operate from 6 AM to 8 PM, and most journeys will be labelled as 30E, and it will only terminate at Darlaston. And the full route to Pendeford will only be done hourly from 8:30 to 6:30. But yeah, from 8:30 AM to 6:30 PM. But yeah, continuing with the route now, still on Bell Street. There's Bell Close, and we're now on Bush Street, and we're approaching my first construction plan. So just let me continue for a while, and there's Bowling Green Close, and we're now approaching the first construction plan for the journey. So, as you can see, there's a cul-de-sac right there, and I basically want to get rid of that cul-de-sac to prevent overlapping with the 37. But yeah, at least we can easily get over that cul-de-sac with Google Maps Street View, and back on the main road, crossing the roundabout, and we're now on Midland Road. There's another old bus stop which no longer has routes serving it, and I'm pretty sure that the route that used to serve this stop was the 333A, which was scrapped and withdrawn a long time ago. There's a training bus right there. I really do miss the like B7 or LE Urbans. Even though I never really went on them, we can all still miss them, right? Even if we never went on them. But yeah, still on Midland Road, and we're now going to change to Willinghall Street, which we're on right now, and we're soon going to change to Horse Street East. Whoa, yep, there's Kyber Close, and we're taking this like alternative path to prevent overlapping with the 34 and 310. But now on Bailey Crescent. which we're exiting, and now on Low Avenue. And we're going to be continuing down Low Avenue for a while. There's Cashjoy Hinson Avenue. And still on Low Avenue, there's Kennedy Crescent. And still on Low Avenue. Just don't mind me for a sec. Just need a little tissue, that's all. Anyways, continuing now. Still on Low Avenue. And now on Michael Road, which is really short. And we'll be rejoining Horse Street soon. Or still on Horse Street E. But, yeah. Oh, we were going to be on Horse Street anyways. But, yeah. Now on Horse Street. And we're going to turn right onto another Wolverhampton Street, which will soon become Darlaston Lane as soon as we exit the tunnel, which is coming up right now. There's George Rose Park, I believe. And we're crossing a bridge, which I believe is the Walsall Canal, underneath us, and now under the tunnel. I literally had a tantrum when I saw this tunnel as a kid, because just look at that graffiti there. You haven't seen anything like it though. You probably haven't seen anything like that, like a graffiti text with eyes and teeth, like putting a face on it. I haven't seen something like that before, but yeah, still on Darlaston Lane. And I guess we're in the boundaries of Willenhall actually. There's St Thomas More School there, I believe. And we're in Bilston now. We were literally in Willenhall for just a few seconds. Don't mind the notification sound going off in the background. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna continue onto that road there. No, that's Rembury Drive, and we're looking for Bickley Street, I believe. So continuing down Darlaston Lane. Oh, it was Bickley Road. Anyways, now on Bickley Road. And there's Bruton Road there. We're going to be in Bilston for quite a while, but we won't be touching the town centre at all. So obviously, this 30 that I'm currently doing will be bypassing the bus station in Bilston. But yeah, now we're going to make a few little bends now. Bickley Road, and we're now on Marbury Drive, and still on Marbury Drive. And we're going to exit in a bit, and we're now on Lunt Place, which is a really short road that we'll be exiting in a bit at the intersection, and we're going to turn left onto Lunt Road, and we'll soon turn right onto St Chad's Road. Second time the glitch has happened. Street view is back up now, and still on Lunt Road, and now on St Chad's Road, and we're pretty much exiting the Darlaston area now, and we're making our way towards Portobello now. Just don't mind me while I disconnect the laptop charger. And still on St Chad's Avenue, continuing up that road, and we'll be continuing up it to the end. There's Boswell Road, and we're now rejoining the main road, but not for long, because we're going to be changing to Carlton Avenue. Now on Carlton Avenue, and we're going to turn left onto Connaught Road. Oh, it was Clarence Road. And that there is still Clarence Road, which we're on now, and we're going to be following that road up all the way to the end. So as you can see, there's a lot of houses there. Oh, and there's the purple house. That's quite rare. And there's Poplar Road. Still on Clarence Road. And at the intersection, we'll be continuing straight. So there's Castlecroft Road on both sides. And we're now on Bunkers Hill Lane. I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way towards Lansdowne Road. Yep, I am. And there's Lansdowne Road there, which we're now on. The 303 from County Bridge to Bilston is already served by this road. And to be honest, I really think it needs more stops, because if you ask me, the 303 has way too many hail and ride sections. But yeah, exited Lansdowne Road, I think, and now on Central Avenue. And we're now on Holland Road, and we'll be continuing straight, changing to Portway Road, and then we'll continue, and then that road will continue straight onto Dillowways Lane. I kind of think Dillowways is a little bit of a weird road name, but now on Portway Road, which as I've said, will continue straight onto Dillowways Lane. Nearing the end of Portway Road, I guess. Yep. Now on Dillowways Lane. And I'm pretty sure this part of the road was served by the 23 until Carolean Coaches took over and was extended to Willenhall. But yeah, still on Dillowways Lane, and we're going to be continuing up it. And in a bit, I'll be making some more construction plans. Well, I won't be making them, but there will be a few construction plans ahead. And we're going to continue up to the intersection and turn left onto Vaughan Road, which we're about to do right now. There's the former Royal Oak Inn. And still on Vaughan Road, this road used to be served by the 40 bus route, which ran between Walsall and Wolverhampton, but it was scrapped sometime in the route was withdrawn sometime between 2016 and 2018, and it was the only National Express West Midlands bus route to serve Portobello Estate, the part we're currently in now. But we're now on Millchip Road, which we were just about to turn onto. Didn't have time to explain that, but well, not really. There's Burford Close. There's Brook Road. Oh, I'm pretty sure we were then supposed. Hold on, let me check because I've lost my directions a bit. Yep, I was definitely supposed to change to Brook Road, but which now we're doing. So we're now on Brook Road. And at the intersection coming up will be continuing straight, staying on Brook Road. There's Hill Road on both directions there. And now on Brook Road. And I think we're going to turn left onto Vaughan Road now. Yep. And approaching my next construction plan. So, is that what I'm looking for? Yeah. Hold on. Is it? No, I need to continue up a little bit further, but yeah. Nearing the end of Vaughan Road from where we plan to go. And there's the construction plan. So you see the little footpath there. I kind of plan to turn it into a road to get me onto Stubbington Close, which we're now changing onto, and now on Stubbington Close. Just had to do a bit of skipping there because, of course, this construction plan ain't real, and have a feeling we've gone the wrong way, so just gotta okay, I'm pretty sure we're going the right way now. Yep, have a feeling we are. There's Verwood Close. Still on Stubbington Close, and I guess we'll be taking yeah, I guess we'll be no, we just continuing straight onto Mossley Road anyway. No Mosley Road even. Just getting mixed up sometimes, that's all. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that's Uplands Avenue, which is the road we're looking for. It was Uplands Road even, and yep, that's the road we were looking for. Still on Uplands Road. I'm making quite a lot of mistakes this video, and I don't really know why. And I don't really know why as well, but I feel kind of less happy than I used to be. I just don't know why. Don't really know why, but yeah. Approaching the end of Uplands Road there, and there's my next construction plan. So so opposite this house will be Wentridge Road. So I've kind of planned to extend this road and connect it to Wentridge Road. But yeah. So that's kind of where it'll be going. And we're now on Wentridge Road. So that's where we are right now. And now on Stowheath Lane, which will exit at the next roundabout, I believe. And I'm pretty sure I'm going the right way, I think. Yeah, I'm definitely going the right way, and we're gonna exit onto this road now, which is Thornton Road. And there's Cavendish Road. And we're pretty much exiting Portobello now and entering Eastfield now. So we're now on Hollington Road, and there's a VDL coach there. And there's Woodstock Road, which we're about to change onto, which we're on right now. And we're going to exit onto Hurstbourne Crescent. There's Ledbury Drive. And there's Malverick Drive. Still on Woodstock Road. Third time the glitch has happened. as I've said before, this glitch happens literally all the time when I do Street View, and I don't know why, but still on Woodstock Road, and I'm pretty sure that's Hurstbourne Crescent there. Yep, now on Hurstbourne Crescent. And we'll be following most of that road up until Mayfield Road, and there's the other end of Ledbury Drive. And there's that little square which we were just going through. And still on Hurstbourne Crescent. And there's Winster Road. And I'm pretty sure that's Mayfield Road there. Yep, that's Mayfield Road, which is the road we were looking for, and we're on it right now. So, there's Selborne Crescent. And there's some pretty interesting looking houses there. They were much earlier into the road than I thought, unless I was like kind of looking at the wrong building. I'm pretty sure that's East Park. It probably isn't, because East Park is less open than this. And yep, I was definitely looking at the wrong buildings, because those are the interesting looking houses there. They don't really look like the typical Wolverhampton houses in my opinion. But yeah, still on Mayfield Road. And we're now on East Park Way, and we're going to turn left onto it. And we're going to continue following up to the end, and we're nearing the end of East Park Way now. And we're going to turn right onto Parklands Road, which will then continue straight onto Plascom Road. So we're now on Plascom Road. Sorry for repeating that. To be honest, this road kind of looks like a cul-de-sac road because of maybe the narrow road that's at the end of it. No, the main road that's at the end of it even. We're now on the long Willinghall Road, but we'll be exiting that in a bit, and now on Brooklands Parade, which will be exiting soon too. And we're now on Essington Way, which was the road we're looking for. There's Hawkley Road there. Still on Essington Way. And we'll be following most of it. But more specifically, we'll be following it until we get to Albingdon Road, and there's Julian Road, so that means we're getting close to Albingdon Road now, I guess. No, a little bit further than I thought. It's much closer to the end than I thought, but yeah, we're now on Abingdon Road. I thought it was Albingdon Road, not just Abingdon Road. And we're going to be following that short, narrow road to the end onto Julian Road. There's Abingdon Close. And we're now going to turn right onto Julian Road. So we're now on Julian Road. And there's the other end of Hawkley Road. And we're going to turn left onto Dean's Lane. And then take a break on Dean's No, it was Dean's Road, I was going to say. But yeah, we're going to take a break from Dean's Road in a bit via Lewis Avenue, which we're going to turn on to now. Now on Lewis Avenue, which is like an alternative road to Dean's Road, if you'd like to call it that. And this road kind of reminds me of Pew Crescent in Bentley. I was actually scared of that road when I was little because of a house decoration on one of the houses in that road, but I'm pretty sure that's changed now. But yeah, there's Rudge Avenue, and we'll be following Lewis Avenue to the end, which we're nearing the end of now by the looks of it. Yep. Back on Dean's Road now. Who I guess? Yep. Now on Dean's Road. And there's a railway bridge there, as you can see, and we'll be going under that right now. There's a little town square there with a few tiny shops, and there's Friesland Drive. Still on Dean's Road, there's Friday's Fish and Chips, I believe. I don't know. But we're approaching the railway bridge. No, the canal bridge even. There's the IMO car wash, which was formerly the Arc car wash. I think Arc got rebranded to IMO, or they're just separate companies. I'm not really sure what happened. But nearing the end of Dean's Road, something similar happened to Fab Furniture. Either Fab Furniture is now Nick Scally, or Fab Furniture went out of business and Nick Scally's a completely different company. But I'm not sure. Anyways, we're now on A4124, which is Wensfield Road. And as soon as we get to the road crossing in bridge, which is that blue arch there, we'll be going under that, and then we'll exit this road onto Walden Road. And guess it was Wolverhampton Road, not Wensfield Road. Guess that's closer towards Wolverhampton. But yeah, this 30 route I'm doing right now will also bypass Wolverhampton, and we're now on Walden Road. So we're now exiting Eastfield and approaching Low Hill now. There's Walden Primary School, I believe. I don't know. I don't really know what that place is because I don't really use Walden Road that much. If I can even say use Walden Road, because I'm young right now and never mind. But yeah, we're nearing the end of Walden Road now, and now on Cannock Road, part of the A460. And trust me, Cannock Road is really long. If you don't know how long it is, it literally stretches from Wolverhampton town centre all the way to junction 11 on the M6. But yeah, we're now going to change to Park Lane, and we're pretty much making our way towards Low Hill now. And part of this road is industrial, and we're going to be passing Wolverhampton bus garage in a bit. Yep. there's Wolverhampton Bus Garage, which is where all the Wolverhampton bus routes settle when they're done. And I'm pretty sure that's the 4th time, maybe the 3rd time the glitch has happened. I think it was the 4th. But yeah. Now on still on Park Lane. And we're gonna change to Guy Avenue. Now on Guy Avenue. And there's Loose Road there. And there's Millington Road. And at the intersection, we're then going to turn right onto 4th Avenue when we approach the intersection. Sorry if that sentence didn't make sense, but let me say it again. When we approach the intersection, we'll turn right onto 4th Avenue. I literally got mixed up with my lefts and rights there, but now turning right onto 4th Avenue, which we're on right now. There's Humphreys Road. And there's the other end of Millington Road, and there's Othello Road. And there's Foster Road, and there's the other end of Loose Road. We'll be continuing up 4th Avenue up to 2nd Avenue. There's 1st Avenue. We just crossed 1st Avenue at that intersection. There's quite a few intersections on that road if you ask me, because there's another one there, which is Old Fallings Crescent. Well, it crosses Old Fallings Crescent. Pardon me. And there's another intersection there, which we're going to cross in 2nd Avenue, and we're going to turn left and change to 2nd Avenue. There's the roundabout, which I feel like has a pretty weird shape for some reason. I don't know why I feel that, but yeah. Still on 2nd Avenue. Now I'm suddenly reminded of that one time. Like, everything tends to remind me of nostalgic moments. But yeah, we're now on 5th Avenue. And I'm going to tell you about that nostalgic moment. That weird roundabout shape. It literally reminds me of that one time when I was at my great nan's house. And CBeebies was on, and then Goodbye Sun, Hello Moon started playing, and when it started framing the Zingzilla's sunset, there was literally something wrong with the moon. Like, the moon was literally oval, and the change happened faster than usual. But I really can't remember if it actually did happen or not. I just cannot remember it all, but I think the more likely answer is yes, it did happen, because I've asked my family members about it, and they remember it happening as well. But yeah, let's get back to the route. We're now on Dickinson Avenue, and we're going to change to Annan Avenue in a bit. Yep, there's the intersection crossing Annan Avenue, and now we're on that road, and we're now approaching Shell Circus. There's Town Square there, and we're going to change over to Jenks Avenue. What was it? It's probably Jenks Avenue. But yeah, continuing through Shell Circus and changing now, I guess. No, that's 4th Avenue. So just one road ahead, and yep. Now we're on Jenks Avenue. There's Soul Gardens. And we're going to continue to the end of Jenks Avenue. There's a Whitgrave Primary School, I believe. We're now on Goodyear Avenue. And that's going to then continue straight on to Low Hill Crescent. And then Low Hill Crescent will eventually continue straight and we'll return to Dickinson Avenue. But yeah, now on Low Hill Crescent. There's an intersection crossing Hammond Avenue. I will tell you, there will be quite a lot of intersections on that road. There's a Stanley Road, still on Low Hill Crescent. And Low Hill Crescent still. And the next intersection will cross Hammond Avenue again. There's Hillcrest Avenue. And approaching the intersection crossing Hammond Avenue, but we're just going to stay on Low Hill Crescent. We're nearing the end of Low Hill Crescent now, and we're now back on Dickinson Avenue. And at the roundabout, we're gonna change to Leecroft Avenue, is it? Yeah, it's Leecroft Avenue. Now on Leecroft Avenue. Hold on, was that a chill hire van I saw? Yes, it was. I thought there was only one of these vans because I saw the chill hire van at Hill Hook when I time-lapsed the X3 from Hill Hook to Birmingham City... No, Lichfield to Birmingham City Centre. But, yeah, still on Leecroft Avenue. And there's Neve Avenue. And we're now going to turn left onto Sandy Lane. Yes, Sandy Lane once again it is. And we're pretty much leaving Low Hill. And yeah, once again, we're pretty much leaving Low Hill and entering Bushbury now. Because we're quite close to Northwood Park. So we're nearing the end of Sandy Lane. And we're now on Bushbury Lane. There's Morton Road. And we're going to change to Collingwood Road in a bit. Yep, there's Collingwood Road right there, and we're now on it. So, we're going to be around Northwood Park for a bit, but unlike West Park, where we, circled nearly the entire thing, here we're only going to circle, the smaller bit of Northwood Park, because most of the loop is already served by the 32 and 33, but just exited Collingwood Road and just exited Russell Road, and we're now on Broadway. There's Northwood Park right in front of us, I believe, and we're now on Northwood Park Road. And we're soon going to exit Northwood Park Road onto Fairfax Road. Yep, there's Fairfax Road right there. And we're going to, at the intersection, we're going to continue straight onto B Lane, which we're on right now. There's a railway bridge there, which is making the road narrow. still on B lane, and we're going to be continuing up B lane to the end, as I'm already said, I'm pretty sure, and then we're going to change to Stafford Road, which is just at the end of this road. 5th time the glitch has happened. And don't mind me, I've just got to plug the laptop charger back in. Trust me, that laptop needs to be charged very constantly. Like, I have to charge it pretty much multiple times a day. Pretty much countless. And that thing is a nuisance sometimes. Sometimes it's just constantly falling out, making that annoying bloop noise. Like, seriously, this charger is really sensitive, and the battery life on this laptop is really fast. But yeah, exited B lane, and we're now on Stafford Road. We're kind of getting near the end of the route now. We're going to continue up Stafford Road to the roundabout. And this Stafford Road is really long. Part of the A449 as well. And one route serving this road is the 876, which runs between Wolverhampton and Stafford, and it's operated by Select buses. And what really surprises me is that even though Select Buses is a small bus company, it actually has some double-deckers in its fleet. No, I'm not kidding. If you don't know, Select Buses literally has double-deckers in their fleet, which is quite surprising for a small bus company. But yeah, exiting Stafford Road now, and we're now on Marsh Lane, and we're going to continue onto Winchester Road. There's Winchester Road right there, which we're changing onto, and we're on it right now. So now on Winchester Road. And there's Harrowby Road. And we'll be continuing through Winchester Road to the end, I believe. Where we'll be just at the end of Patchell Avenue, but yeah. Continuing down Winchester Road. I really think Patchell Avenue is a really weird road name. And as I've said in the previous custom route, the Wolverhampton Council really is home to some very weird road names. But yeah, continuing up Winchester Road. And just passing by more and more and more houses. And Google Maps is probably going to think that's saying houses, because again, no, YouTube subtitles is going to think I'm saying houses, and I'm pretty sure I've already made that mistake once in the video. But yeah, now on Wobberston Road, and yeah, passing more houses, which YouTube subtitles will think is saying houses, because, well, again, it's because it's thinking of the American accent when this is a British accent. But yeah, continuing down Wobberston Road, and we're very, very, very close to the end of the journey now. So at the roundabout, we're now at the roundabout, and we're gonna turn left and make a loop on Innovation Drive. Then we're gonna descend back down Innovation Drive, back to the roundabout, and then continue straight onto the driveway. And there's some like red and white Volvo B7 RLEs. I really miss the single decker red and whites, especially these. And because most of them are painted in the new boring black design now, they just feel really generic now. But yeah, nearing the end of Innovation Drive, back at the roundabout, and we're now on the driveway. We're very, very, very nearly the end of the route now. There's Earlswood Crescent. And we're pretty much entering Pendeford now, leaving Ford houses and I-50 and I-54. There's Cluey Drive. We're crossing that like sort of bridge now. There's Penshaw Close. I'm pretty sure we're nearing that roundabout now. Yep, there's the roundabout right there, and I'm pretty sure one continues to the driveway, and that one is Blaydon Road. Blaydon Road is the one we're looking for, and that's where we are right now. So, there's the bus terminus for Pendeford, adjacent to Morrison's, and that's where we are now. And that, guys, is the end of Route 30 of mine from Walsall to Pendeford. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of me making my second episode of the custom route series 30 from Walsall to Pendeford. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to, drop your opinions into the comments. I'd love to hear them, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone!